Do you keep crashing on your fatigue recovery journey? In this video, we're going to explore 3 reasons why that might be happening. Hi, I'm Alex Howard, and I'm the founder of the Optimum Health Clinic, one of the world's leading integrative medicine clinics, specializing particularly in fatigue-related conditions. And in this video, I want to explore 3 of the top reasons why people crash on their recovery journey, particularly if you have a repetitive cycle of doing a bit better and then crashing and then having to rebuild, doing a bit better and crashing. Like, what drives those cycles? So number 1, there's something going on physically that's not fully understood. A diagnosis of ME, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, long COVID, Lyme disease, this group of conditions, is typically not a diagnosis of what's physically wrong. It's a label for symptoms. It's really important on the recovery journey to have as much clarity as possible about the physical imbalances that are driving those symptoms. So for example, if your hormones are imbalanced and you're addressing lots of other pieces, you're getting lots of good rest, you're calming your nervous system, but you push beyond a certain point and your system crashes because it can't respond to that extra need for energy, then until you get to the bottom of what's happening there, you're going to constantly hit that ceiling and the system's going to crash. And there's many different variables, of course, that can be causing that glass ceiling. At the Optimum Health Clinic, we work really hard with you to get to the bottom of what may be driving that. But if you're hitting a glass ceiling and then you're crashing, we want to understand physically what is going on. Number 2, it may be that you're pushing too hard. One of the patterns we talk a lot about in fatigue-related conditions is what we call an achiever pattern. This is where we're always pushing beyond our capacities, our limits. This may be one of the variables of how your system crashed in the first place. And then we often stop that for a period of time. We rest, our body gets a bit stronger. And just as we start to feel a bit better, that pattern comes in, we push too much and we crash. And so we need to make sure that we have a stable baseline. And as we have that baseline, we talk about at the Optimum Health Clinic, bouncing the boundaries, like finding the edges and carefully bouncing those edges. If you try and smash through those boundaries, but maybe you get to a certain point and you go a bit less gently, then you do too much and you crash, that can drive this cycle of consistently doing too much and crashing. Now, the third reason is a slightly sensitive one. It may be that your environment is not giving you the support that you need. Classic example of this. One's family, whoever they live with, are supportive when they're in bed and they can't do anything. But because we're dealing with an invisible illness with a fatigue-related condition, that person gets a little bit better, and then all of the old expectations come back in again, and they come in too quickly. And so the people around us are demanding too much too fast, and because we have what I call a helper pattern or a people-pleasing pattern, and we know that we've been draining resources from other people by the fact we couldn't do things, we want to say yes to everyone. We do too much too quickly, and again, the system crashes. If we can really work, and I know this can be really difficult, but if we can work to educate the people in our lives to what's going on, to what we need, to understand that just because we look a bit better, it doesn't mean we're back to normal energy, then we can work to set up the environment in such a way that as we get stronger, it can support us in building on that rather than piling too much on us too quickly. Now, obviously, this is not an exhaustive list. I'd be really curious to hear from you in the comments below the video. What are some of the things that you identify as causing your system to crash? Is it underlying things that you're starting to become aware of? Is it patterns of pushing too much? Is it patterns of trying to be a people pleaser, help too much? Or what else? So let me know. We learn from each other. So let me know in the comments below this video. And please do subscribe to the Optimum Health Clinic YouTube channel. We're going to do more videos unpacking each of these pieces. We're doing a series of videos exploring the physical imbalances that often happen in fatigue conditions, looking at some of the personality patterns, ways to get more help and support from your environment. So if anything in this video has resonated, please do subscribe and you'll be notified as new videos are released. I hope that's been helpful. Thank you for watching.